Jai Gurudev and good morning children. Hope all are doing good and went through the video for the chapter metals and non-metals. Now we are going to see the chapter microorganisms. Now before entering into the chapter, I have made microorganisms chapter as part 1 as one video and part 2 as the second video, which will be easy for you to understand. Now let us see the first part of the chapter. Now in the first part, we are going to see what are microorganisms and the different types of microorganisms. Now what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are otherwise called as microbes. They are very small organisms which cannot be seen with the naked eye. They may be unicellular or multicellular. So microorganisms make up the largest number of living organisms on the planet. They are found in all kind of environment like ice, cold climate, hot springs, deserts, marshy lands, etc. They are also found inside the body of organisms. Now, in the next slide, I have shown you the compound microscope. Let us see what is a microscope. A microscope is an instrument which is used to observe small objects by forming their magnified images with the help of lenses and light. In a compound microscope, the lens closer to the object is called as the objective lens, while the lens closer to the eye is called as the eyepiece. The object to be viewed or studied under a microscope is called as the specimen. This specimen is arranged on a small rectangular piece of glass which is called as slide, and the specimen is covered by the thin square or round piece of glass called as cover glass or cover slip. The slide can be fixed on the stage and the specimen can be viewed by arranging the objective lens over it and viewing it through the eyepiece lens. The next topic we are going to see is the different types of microorganisms. Microorganisms can be divided into 5 major types, which includes bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae and viruses. Now first, let us see about bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular organisms and they are the earliest form of life on earth. They can withstand extreme temperature, which is very hot or very cold. And based on its shape, bacteria are grouped into 4 types. One is cocci. Cocci are spherical shaped bacteria. And the second one is vibrio. Vibrio is comma shaped bacteria. And the third one is bacilli. Bacilli is rod shaped bacteria. And the fourth one is spirilla, which is spirally shaped bacteria. I have given the images of bacilli, cocci and spirilla. Here I have shown you the different types of bacteria based on its shape. The second type is protozoa. Protozoans are unicellular. They are oval, spherical or elongated in shape, and they are mostly aquatic, which means they live in water or in areas that are moist, and they feed on other tiny animals. Examples include amoeba, euglena and paramecium. The third type we are going to see is fungi. Fungi are a group of plant-like non-green organisms that grow on decaying surfaces. They may be unicellular or microscopic like yeast, or multicellular and macroscopic like mushroom. They come in different shapes and sizes, and they get their nutrition from decaying plant and animal matter. So they are called as saprobes. Fungi are responsible for breaking down the organic matter and releasing substances into the soil and to the atmosphere. Fungi can be found in many places such as rising bread, moldy bread, stale food in the refrigerator, or on the forest floors. And they lack true roots, stems, and leaves. And the next type we are going to see is algae. Algae are simple plant-like organisms which are usually aquatic in nature. They contain a cell wall and chlorophyll, and they can make their own food by photosynthesis. Algae can be unicellular or multicellular. Some of the common examples of algae include diatoms, chlamydomonas, seaweed, kelp, etc. The next type includes viruses. Viruses are simplest and tiniest of microorganisms, and they can only be seen with the help of a powerful microscope which is called as the electron microscope. Viruses cannot grow or multiply on their own. They need to enter a living cell to multiply. That is why some scientists have classified viruses as non-living organisms. Some examples of viruses include poliovirus, T4 bacteriophage, and coronavirus. So far, in microorganisms part 1, we studied what are microorganisms, and we also learnt about microscope and the different types of microorganisms. The rest of the chapter we'll be seeing in the next video, that is microorganisms part 2.